Welcome to a very cold and snowy Brecon Beacons, which is the highest point in South Wales. Now the Brecon Beacons have been used as a training ground for the SAS, and it's an extreme environment. It's the ultimate test of your ability and also the ultimate test of your equipment. So that's what we'll be covering today, is the equipment that you can use to stay alive in this environment. In bushcraft, we practiced using natural materials in order to improvise and stay alive. In a mountain environment like this, there's very little natural material that we can use. There's no trees, therefore no wood for fires, so we really have to bring a lot more equipment with us in order to be safe in this environment. It's a very lightweight snow shovel, and it can be carried strapped to your pack. Comes in useful for making snowmen, and it can also be used as a sledge as well, so it's good fun. But importantly, from a survival perspective, you can use this to dig a snow trench, to create a windproof shelter in order to survive the night. It's just a big orange bag that you can crawl inside and insulate yourself. Now, a better way to use this is to snip a little bit off the corner at the bottom to make a small breathing hole, and to pull it over your head and then just have it as a hood, so it's completely enclosing you. And you can also take a small candle, a small tea light candle, which you then put between your legs, sit on something insulating like your pack, and then the small tea light candle will help to heat you inside as well. And also, when it gets dark, this will glow like a big orange beacon and help rescues to find you more easily. One of the best ways to stay warm is to fuel your body internally. Now, our bodies are fueled by energy in the terms of carbohydrates, sugars, fats. Now, these are then turned into energy, which we call calories. And the calories are burnt in order to keep us warm and to give us energy to keep moving. So carrying a big old bar of chocolate like this is always a good idea as well, because it will provide large amounts of calories and will help to fuel your body to keep warm. If you do go walking in steep and dangerous terrain in the winter, it's never a bad idea to carry an ice axe. Now the ice axe can be used to help yourself up steep slopes, especially when they're very icy, so you can use it in the form of a walking stick, or on very steep slopes you can also use it to pull yourself up by sinking it into the ice and the hard snow. You can use it to cut steps using the adze at this side, and also if you do slip, you can use it to arrest your fall. Now, the method of doing that is to push the spike of the axe, or push the pick of the axe into the snow, and that will arrest your fall and stop you sliding down the slope. One of the biggest dangers in an environment like the Brecon Beacons is becoming lost. And the best way to avoid that happening is to know how to map read and to be able to use a map and compass effectively. So a 1 to 50,000 ordnance survey map or a 1 to 25,000 ordnance survey map is really vital for coming off the beaten track in a place like this. And knowing how to find bearings and use a compass effectively in order to find where you're going and to find your way back is a really vital skill as well. So that's something we'll cover later on in the series in a more advanced levels of mountain survival. So provided that you have all the basic equipment to come into the environment that we're in the winter, you should be absolutely fine. And winter walking is one of the most pleasurable activities you can do in the UK. So get out there and do it, but make sure you know what you're doing.
Where the wind blows, where the river meets the sea, I'll be waiting for the day when you come back to me. I'll be waiting.